which also means they have that level of entitlement, and they're willing to blame and attempt to sue you for just about anything, no matter how dumb it is.
Usually defrauding of financial gains.
Plus, the SEC is a lot more, how to put this politely. There's a lot more nuance to it, and they love to change the rules at the drop of a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Cybersecurity, on the other hand, that's the way the rules are, dum-dum.
We're getting closer to Ace Network.
Alright, so there's Grant over there, which I think Grant is the one that actually has the dragon gate.
I think so.
Wait.
I'm not moving.
Or it might be actually even far. Oh, no, it's not Grant, it's the one beyond Grant, remember? It's right after Union Square.
Yeah.
As we saw it the other day.
We can methodically move up there.
Yep. Yeah, they repurposed a lot of these old buildings.
Oh, it's either repurposed them or taken down.
Well, considering that San Francisco is entirely listed, like the whole city is a freaking historical landmark. Like, it's why we see things that are basically from every section of history right next to each other. Like this.
You will see glass skyscrapers right next to antique architectural buildings. Like pseudo-colonial style.
Yeah, like the size of those windows is not how architecture is anymore.
Nope.
At the same time, we have closed buildings because, well, it's incredibly hard to afford the rent sometimes.
Well, COVID didn't help anyone.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, there's an athletic. Did you have an athletic store here? Oh. And then a Republic. We're coming here from the outskirts of Union Square.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, the more and more I look at this, it's not that the buildings are closed down. It's that they put up the cardboard or the plywood and barriers after, of course, everything that happened with ACAB. That is efficient.
It's almost hard in some cases to tell the difference between apartments, hotels, and shops.
Well, yeah.
Tons of art galleries too. Definitely fine arts. Blazing brush.
A bridal thing in an old.
Wicked still on.
Ah, here we go.
Hotel 32-1.
Scott's Chowder House.
Stool Barn Lounge.
Another Geffen art gallery.
Another Geffen gallery, yeah.
Not as big of a fan of a lot of those art styles, but eh.
Well, that's the great thing about art. It's always open to interpretation by everyone.
True. Arcturus.
So it's an abbreviation of Archaeopteryx.
I mean, it looks like it's mostly exercise and hiking wear.
Yeah.
And there.
The gallery, Sergio Sirocco Gallery. Right next to Starbucks on Lululemon.
And Hotel Triton.
And now we're coming up into the official entrance to Chinatown, one of several entrances.
Complete with the food protectors.
Food dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Which in ancient Chinese lore, food dogs were seen as the equivalent of lions.
Yep. And a lot of them are very expensive and very easily breakable that you can buy here.
Yep. There's legendary San Francisco Plaza Hotel. The shops are beginning to open up.
Mm-hmm. That is an impressive geode. Seriously, that is a huge freaking geode.
Yeah, I love it.
Want to go into that store?
Sure.
That entire heart's a dang geode too. Wow.
Beautiful depiction of the art gallery in front.
And definitely these are impressive. Most of these are like straight marble.
Yeah.
What I'd actually be intrigued in is any of this crystal lab grown or is it all directly mined this way?
I think it's actually directly mined.
That definitely increases the value. The glasswork in that one is exquisite.
Yeah.
The stuff off to your right. Not that one, but that one.
Yeah.
I mean, just the focusing that it must have taken.
Buongiorno. Very good.
That design work is beautiful.
Yes.
And that's, I think, inlaid 14 or 24 karat.
Goes one way and the other.
Wow.
Just let you know it's a big sale, 50-20 off everything.
Thank you.
If we had a way to haul it back
Yeah.
we're from Ohio, we're visiting because we were both
What,
born around
Cleveland?
here. Yes.
Yeah. We ship many times to Ohio, Cleveland, Columbus. We
Yep.
have many customers there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
If you buy like a $500 and up, there's free shipping.
Really? Okay.
Nice. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take a look, see, feel,
Yeah.
make it comfortable.
Yeah. Your parents would definitely lose their mind at some of these pieces.
Definitely.
Wow. Look at this. This actually is all done, I believe, I'm not sure when this was actually. Oh. This was recent.
Yeah.
Oh, it even covers the international date line.
It does.
That is very impressive. Work on that full glass, and then it's even got eggs in it. Wow. Holy Christmas. Okay, this is impressive. I mean, look at the detail work on this, Brooke.
Horse, yeah.
I mean, it's even got veins where you would expect it to be on the horse itself.
That's true.
If I had my own office somewhere, I'd be getting that desk and chair. Your mother would love that.
She would.
Oh, holy crud. Brooke, look at the table. This thing right here is from the Milano collection.
Wow.
Oh look, you could have a silver Last Supper.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
I'm afraid I'm going to break something in here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's... I mean, it's all absolutely gorgeous. If we do want anything, I would definitely say stop back on our way back.
Yeah, that's where the prices are at.
No, but I mean, that's what I'm going to tell him.
Okay.
Oh,
How do you like our collection?
Very nice. Very impressed.
You can use something for your house?
we'll have to double check on our way back. We're actually going to wander around Chinatown for a while and then
Okay.
come back, and
Sounds
we'll
good.
definitely stop by.
Enjoy.
Thank you much. See, I am good at being just as much of a salesman as anybody else.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh look, they've got another gallery of that kind of stuff. The Phoenicia Gallery. Right over there.
Yep.
And they've got another gallery. Oh God. Brooke.
What?
Holy shit. That is...
Hello, take a look inside with prices.
We'll probably come on our way back. We're walking through.
statue of fine arts. It's their third. Sorry.
That's okay.
City of Hong Kong. Cool.
And now we're getting into Chinatown proper.
Yes. Japanese cuisine. Nothing more ironic than finding Japanese cuisine than Chinatown. Given the hatred between the two peoples.
But we know the exact reason why Japanese cuisine is in Chinatown. They figured out it was a logical step with dumb Americans.
We don't want to make it into Chinatown, which is like a mile that way.
You're asking for people to use logic. You know the rules.
Yeah, no logic.
Why would we need any thinking logic?
Now you sound like a tiny mobster in Chinatown.
Let's see. China had... Oh god, what was it? Did you get the Yakuza? Oh god.
Japanese.
Right, and I'm trying to think of what the Chinese one.
Triads.
That's right, you got the Chinese triads.
And who are the triads? Well, it alternates in varies from city to city.
But they all work on the same. Amazingly, the Chinese triads do not usually fight amongst themselves as much.
It's becoming this misconception among the Westerners that triads are constantly at war with each other.
Oh, they can be at war with each other. Nobody hears about it.
That's true, and usually they're very brief, short wars. Usually violent, usually bloody.
They remove the problem and they move on.
Yeah.
Because they're in the process of making money.
That's their primary reason for existence.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything else in this century, essentially. They're a business.
Oh yeah.
And you don't succeed in business by killing your opposition. You
Right.
kill problematic parts of the opposition. But
Exactly.
you win by making more money.
Mm-hmm. The Yakuza are very violent with each other because, oh hey look, there's where you can get it. Dim Sum Corner.
That's it. Dim Sum Corner. They're not open yet, but look at that because it's still early. I think they'll open another half an hour or so.
Yeah, probably. And of course, banking on people's anime.
Yep.
Yes, we can buy license plates.
Louisiana, Missouri, New Mexico, Nebraska.
California. Wisconsin, Wyoming.
Live for your die, New Hampshire. Well, it does make historical sense because they were the ones who. Rhode Island, the ocean state.
Wow, you know what's funny? Look at the price of the Rhode Island one. Look at the price of the South Dakota. Look at the price of the California.
Utah, Wisconsin, Wyoming.
Alaska's 20. Alabama, Florida. Yep, Iowa.
Charlottesville, Alabama. Florida.
If I wanted to get a Florida one, I'd just steal one off somebody's car in Ohio. Say I was doing my civic duty.
Lead to downtown financial district.
Okay. You may have a couple choices for dim sum.
They usually are.
And you can have all the dim sum you want.
I know, you're not interested.
I might try one.
Far East Cafe, seafood restaurant.
I could go there. Means options. And I could try and get my seafood on. Well then.
And most places don't open until about 10 to 11 a.m. Delicious dim sum. City View Restaurant. Calling on a two-wheeler.
Bargain Bazaar. So that's probably the best place. You can get your dim sum. I can try get some seafood. Unless we find somewhere better. Boutique shop in the Canton building.
Eating dim sum in San Francisco is a simple experience. The options range from high-end meals with a white tablecloth vibe and Yangtze. Local ambiance and mom-and-pop joints. Further from the newest Woolworthy dim sum restaurants are reasonable and modern, upending the normally classic atmosphere with some creative flavors.
Bunch of stuff down there. Brooke.
San Francisco's newest dim sum spot is also one to watch this. Located at Geary Square, College Tea House has some super Instagram-worthy dumplings, such as rainbow colored soup dumplings, matcha lava bao, filled with salted egg custard, black corn taro pops, and squid egg dumplings. Filled with pork, jicama, and peanuts. Although its newly restaurant was founded by the same family that runs Toy Palace and Dragon Bow. Good Luck Dim Sum. Small Richmond area shop serves up an authentic dim sum experience that won't dominate your day or just fit your wallet. With only 6 tables, most guests opt for takeout. But don't buy until long on weekends, they move quickly. Relatively efficient service isn't hurt either. China Live.
The Walk Shop.
Walk this way.
It wouldn't surprise me if there is a restaurant like that.
Easy Traveler Luggage and Gifts. A lot of these places don't open for a little while yet.
Mm-hmm.
So super early.
New Peking, Gold Wing Imports,
Jingyin Gift Shop.
Eternity Fine Jewelry,
Main Mart. World of Magnets, Toys, and Zippo Lighters.
Well, you know why everybody sells Zippos, don't you? This is the most that I've seen people smoking in the entire city. Then there was the standard roundabout couple of hours visit from the San Francisco PD.
Yep, he'll be back in a couple hours.
Driving through to make sure nobody's committing any crimes, blah blah blah.
To serve and protect.
Or at least to show that he's serving. Protecting? Who knows?
To earn his paycheck. Chinatown Media and Arts Collaborative in San Francisco.
Seems something happened down there.
Yep. Maybe someone saw the bill and had a heart attack.
Well, that's Kearney. Oh, that's an apartment complex. Natural Jade, Stone Items, Gifts, Therapy Academy, Pain Relief. And of course, We Are Bruce Lee.
Automatically connected to San Francisco Public Xfinity. That is awesome. It's like public Wi-Fi throughout the city.
Yep. If there's one thing Xfinity does well, it's that. Yep, and there's the ambulance.
Yep. Oh, swimming cars. Love these sunglasses.
Oh, hey, we get a GoPro.
Yeah, probably for a good kind of price.
Let's go take a look. They're open. All that extra stuff. Maggie's Cafe, Bohan. That is actually an ingenious setup.
Yeah, it is. Actually. Any synthetic sports were covered on the Trans-Pacific 177.
Oh, Jesus.
It safely flew from Melbourne, Australia to Los Angeles.
And then they discovered it and went, oh shit.
Like, how did this fly?
Noodle soup and dim sum. Piangarn Namyan Restaurant. Chinatown Restaurant. Louis Brothers Bookstore Incorporated.
Second engineer tasked with restoring the aircraft to flight on its 25th September last year was unaware the fan callings had been covered and did not check.
So it really could have actually killed everybody mid-flight.
Easily.
Wow. Citibank must be the Bank of Chinatown.
It is. They have a agreement.
So what, pretty nobody else is allowed to do the banking here?
Well, everyone is, but I mean, they have monopoly jurisdiction.
Makes sense.
Which means any bank who does business here is allowed, but they have to pay surcharge to Citibank. In New York City, translated into Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
Sun will be Chinatown. Instagram, Facebook, and I believe it's WhatsApp.
Yep.
NRNC. Hong Kong will be sometime. So I guess if anyone wants to come, they just come to Chinatown and pick a place.
Pretty much. Lucky Cats. All you can eat dim sum for $5.99.
Interesting.
It's right up there. If I had known they would have bought my old license plates, I would have brought them with me.
We had no way of knowing.
True.
I mean, who checks, like, can you sell your license plates here? World White Cranes Postal Association, Wallong Trading Incorporated,
Wong Lee Bakery. I'm starting to get quite hungry though.
Well, unfortunately, we're in Chinatown 3 years ago. Industrial Commercial Bank of China. This is the official Bank of China.
Right there.
The State Bank of China.
Brooke, look at the loan amount.
Mortgage. Mortgage verification loan amount as high as 3.5 million. You should never use it by pretty much any house in San Francisco. That's the standard going rate. But you'd be indebted to the bank for like your entire life.
Unless, of course, you just needed it to get a little bit more and you made, well,
I mean, you can only take out like a loan of say 1.8 million.
even if you took out a loan of $3.5 million, depends on how much you make.
No income verification though, which means you do a cursory background check, and if you're approved, then you get loan money. And then you go through in your house, and then all of a sudden they own your house. But you're still paying for it for the next like 40 years, which means it's entirely your life. You're stuck
Yeah.
there.
Well, in general, that's what a house is. You're gonna get stuck there for your entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
Long-term type work.
great dream, isn't it? To be stuck there your entire life.
See, many people like hear that and they go, "Oh, that's my dream." For me, that's terrifying.
Well, here's the other question. Are you sure that that house is what you want for your entire life? If you are dead set on it and it's perfect, okay, then I understand. But for most people, it's not. It's the same thing as the whole idea of the relationship being the one.
One dream to hell.
I mean, it doesn't work that way. Dear God, your mother would love this part.
Right? Oh, right there. She would love that DD Boutique with Shiseido, which oddly enough is a Japanese brand.
But again, people don't know the difference.
No, they hear Asian, you go, are you Japanese or Chinese?
No, I'm Korean.
So are you Japanese or Chinese? And the ocean.
Sorry. The only ones who look different, people realize, all because of The Rock, mind you, is Samoan.
And that's nowhere even close to Asia. In the middle of the South Pacific.
Yes, but again, people are dumb.
And there's between Samoa and American Samoa.
Well, they have the same amount of rights.
Yeah, but one is dominated by American culture and the other is not.
And yet America made them both suck.
One slightly more than the other.
Oh, let's be honest. America makes everything suck in general. We stomp around feeling special. and then basically leave everything destroyed in our entire wake. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, look.
Well, sort of.
Which they were probably here before City, so they don't have to pay anything.
They're the only bank here that doesn't have to pay a first part in Chinatown.
Well, except for the Chinese bank, obviously. Oh, we're
Even
in the Chinese financial district.
Yep.
And you said there wasn't a California lottery. You lied.
No, like California doesn't get money from the lottery.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, how many stores have you seen advertising the Cal lottery? What's the point?
Hold on, I got this.
Exactly.
We've gotten to the end of Chinatown mostly. Haven't we?
Check the map.
Well, I only mentioned that because if you come out here, Brooke, yeah. So, looking at that, everything is pretty much in English. You've got some Chinese stuff over here,
Yeah, let's walk up the block here.
and you've got that side of the street, and I think that's it. That's where it stops.
Yeah, oddly enough, we've already walked a mile.
That's why I keep saying, if I have some place that I enjoy walking through, I'll walk. Same boring crap over and over again? Hell no.
You're actually enjoying this?
Hell yes.
Oh, I didn't think you were into using stuff.
It's walking and seeing new places that I've never seen before. I've never been this much around Chinatown. My father literally was like, we're going to Chinatown so I can get some food dogs. Found the first store. Food dogs. Bleh.
How much do you spend those $2?
200 or something.
That's not a bad price overall.
I don't even... Mind you, this was freaking...
Like mid-2000s?
something like that. Maybe it might have even been the 90s.
In that case, taking inflation into account, he got had.
Remember, this is the same man who made the decision on the Scion. He sees a shiny object, and he must has.
I see where you get it. I don't mean that insultingly.
No, and that's why I made the look of,
Yeah.
uh-huh, you get it now? I mean, I guarantee you...
North Beach.
Huh?
We're already towards North Beach.
Yeah. I guarantee you that that's why he got the LG. Thought it looked shiny, he had to have it. It was the same thing with his curved Samsung, which I forget whether he still has, or that was his old TV.
I think he said something about moving that to his bedroom.
That's what he said, yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, you're really going to spend time watching TV in bed?
Recall Chelsea Bowden.
Stuff the residents.
What do you expect? She's from one of the quote-unquote wealthy families, because her family is the sourdough people, right?
Oh, that's right.
You didn't recognize the name immediately?
That was a coincidence.
Well, it might be a coincidence, but who knows? I don't know about her. But that's not a very prevalent name, so
That's very true.
Brooke. We can eventually live up there. Do you see it? Do you see them?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually, yes.
Though those are houses.
Oh, Chase moved in. Alright, Chase. Attorney General for San Francisco.
Did you notice who the people were that were listed on there? The biggest donor was a loan company.
By growsf.org.
So that tells me exactly what she's doing. She's investigating the loan company.
And they don't want her to do that.
Yep.
So they want a recall effort. Politics in the city is so interesting.
Well, and you look at it, and there's always a reason behind it. It's not just because somebody's all pissy. You want to go this way? Oh, damn. We're getting into lots of people. This is Market Avenue.
Yep.
Even though it's called Stockton, it's, well, Market. Okay, we may not be able to walk down this.
Our endorsements for Federal Congress, District 11, Nancy Pelosi.
Jesus Christ. The vibrancy.
Yeah.
It's just so freaking awesome. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is an everyday thing down here, right?
Every single day, Monday through Sunday. Sunday through Saturday, however you want to phrase it. Every day of the week. Endorsements for a state senate. Replacing legendary Kamala Harris.
He's the one that's got the best chance. Seriously, your mom would be down here every freaking day. Look at that. I did. Look. Absolutely fresh.
Freshly slaughtered.
We got all that for dry goods and spices. And these little shops even accept EBT.
Except what?
EBT.
Yeah. We proudly endorse for re-election of Governor Gavin Newsom.
Well, yeah, because for any whining that people have, he's done a good job.
Yeah. And San Francisco San Francisco is really back on him. He was a former mayor.
Well, some people will. Look, more fresh. You can even see some still swimming before they get their heads chopped off.
Yep.
Fresh chicken.
So California has their own state offices.
Mm-hmm.
They created the Board of Equalization.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just fair.
To make sure that people are treated equally.
And the superintendent of public instruction.
Mm-hmm. Basically to make sure people aren't being idiots.
They oversee the State Board of Education.
Mm-hmm. If anything, I'm getting most of this recording for your mother.
Yep.
Because they complain about how food costs too much and about how all the chemicals get put into it.
You can't get much fresher than this.
No, you really can't. And look at the prices.
A lot of this stuff is fresh off the boat.
Like, look at the prices. $1.99 for a thing of bananas, a pound. Like they have an entire Veggieland market itself. Dear God, look at the size of those apples.
Oh yeah, it's gigantic. You kind of just want to grab one off and bite into it.
Debatable.
I mean, if you like fruit.
Needs to be washed first.
Yeah. Vote yes on Proposition A, a $400 million bond to finance the cost of reconstruction, acquisition, and improvement of certain transportation, safety, and transit related capital needs.
Yes.
Projects include repair and renovation of SFMTA bus yards, signaling improvements, speed improvements, safety and traffic signals, modernizing streets and sidewalks.
Yvonne Yu for State Controller. Campos. Fresh barbecue. Dried food. Another dim sum place.
Compliance system of ballots, California Government Code Section 53506. In Article 16, the California State Constitution mandates that general obligation bonds of this size be put to a public vote.
Mm-hmm.
Bonds must be approved by voters by 66.66% majority.
Yeah. That is
Democracy
the...
in action.
Oh, yeah. California has the most democratic system of anybody, and everybody outside of it absolutely despises it. For what reason, I've never understood.
Makes no sense.
And the worst part is, the people of other states actively despise it.
Oh yeah. Like, how dare you be democratic?
Oh,
How dare you be
hey,
liberal?
Bank of America.
Yep,
That's probably the only Bank of America allowed in Chinatown.
it is. And look how run down it was.
Well, they put apartments up above it.
Oh, the comments are great, but the bank itself looks shoddy.
Well, again, the biggest problem is nobody in general, besides those who live and work in Chinatown, will do anything besides on the roads, because Chinatown pretty much has stylized itself as its own entity.
Oh yeah. Chinatown essentially, has styled itself as a subset of China itself within San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
They pay city taxes, they obey city ordinances and codes, but they are, essentially, culturally speaking, kind of within a little nucleus.
Except when they have stuff like this,
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
subway's like.
genius.
Yeah. That way people can take the subway from any place within San Francisco to Chinatown within minutes.
And yet it's one of the only cities that will do that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Even New York isn't this, like, public friendly.
oh yeah. And on top of that, places like San Francisco, well, San Francisco is actually better than, because remember how you were talking about how good Cleveland's buses were compared to Richmond?
Oh yeah.
San Francisco absolutely blows them out of the water.
Absolutely. San Francisco is the golden standard.
Right.
Yummy dim sum and fast food.
Are they open?
Looks like it.
You want to go?
I'm in.
All right. We'll cross up here. We got the Presbyterian Church in Chinatown.
Which, oddly enough, a lot of Chinese are Presbyterian. I can never understand why.
For the same reason, it gives them something to believe in, and a lot of the older Chinese families had Mao and everybody after oppressed them so much that they held on to it with almost a ridiculous level.
A religious fervor, you might say.
Well, it became religious fervor because that's what, when you oppress somebody, they're pushed into doing.
True. Very true.
Let's wait. It's kind of like
Food, Contact Lens Expo Incorporated,
Mhm.
Yanhua trading company.
Cafe New Honolulu, because that's just the big thing. Like, we keep trying to oppress weed more and more, and it keeps getting more and more popular the more that it's oppressed.
I love the fact that weed is absolutely legal here, and aside from a couple of, like, isolated instances, we haven't really smelled any.
Yeah. Whereas it is rank everywhere in Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Like, haha, I can smoke it.
And
Where-
DC and Richmond.
Oh yeah. It's just, again, it proves the point of, if it becomes legal, nobody gives a shit.
If it becomes legal, it removes the temptation.
Well, it removes the thrill of being illegal.